What's up, guys? Conservative Nerd here. I want to do a little video. I hear everybody talking about like where these weirdos come from. You see a lot of these trans people in comics. A lot of freak shows have popped up in mainstream comics as of late, and I kind of wanted to address it because they've always been here. That's the thing that we kind of forget is they've been around, man. Comics are an easy thing to make. You can make your own comic and sell it on the side of the road. Robert Crumb, did that. I mean, he put up his own books and then would sell them, out in San Francisco, and we're, in the '60s, and Robert Crumb was, popular with the back then. I guess you'd say the social justice crowd. Big difference though is they didn't hire, Robert Crumb to write Captain America at Marvel. They weren't like, oh, we got to get Robert Crumb on the Fantastic Four so he could, do a super hardcore leftist book that won't sell. Yeah, they wanted to sell as much as possible. At some point in the last couple of years, we've kind of forgotten about what the whole point of, their job is to sell books. That's it. I mean, that's it. It's not to comment on Trump. It's not to talk about socialism. It's not to, any of the things they do. It's pretty much should be their job because that's against their job because they're trying to sell books. And most of that stuff hurts their book sales. Yeah, I mean, they've always been around. There's Ralph Bakshi who did Fritz the Cat, and the dude who did American Splendor. I can't think of it, but there's always been weirdos, man. There's always been crazy people in comics, They just didn't get jobs in mainstream, publisher. That's just the big difference, is they didn't get jobs at Marvel or DC, and now Image, I guess, would be considered almost the big stream, which has fallen apart so bad. It's weird, because you really think Image would be the company it was if they would have started, like, when they started out in the 90s, if they would have tried to start out with these freak show books, like Pervert by Michelle Perez, that book would, yeah. But they've always been there, even in the previews in the 90s, you could look through there and you'd see weirdo books, these, trans woman or some cheap piece of shit thing, but you just didn't read it, nobody bought it. It sold like 1,000 copies, and nobody gave a crap, but some freaks bought it. But now we brought the freaks into the mainstream, which is the weirdest thing to me, because it's like, you're trying to sell comics, it's almost like, now they're just bucking for awards and don't really care. I think that's one of the problems, is at Marvel especially, is with Disney backing. It's almost like, hey, we got the money to just, like, we don't have to worry, But they're not paying them anything. And it seems weird to me, because that's the problem with social justice or millennials or whatever you want to call it, liberalism. They don't really, like, instead of having like a living wage, they'd rather, like, just put out propaganda. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like if you just tone down the rhetoric, made your book sell, you could write a couple more books and maybe make a living, I mean, like, Jim Shooter was the most hated guy, and I stole this from Spike, who, if you're not watching Spike's videos, I definitely would, because he's a guy in the industry, so he kind of has a perspective, on it that a lot of us don't have, a lot of so-called comic skaters don't really have, but Spike definitely has a perspective on the industry that you don't get to see a lot, and I really enjoy, like, following him on Twitter and YouTube, because he's definitely a guy you want to listen to, because he definitely has he's inside the community, he works at Marvel, so, but, yeah, he was saying how they don't make a lot of money now, and how they did under Shooter, because Shooter instigated all those programs, where you would own a percentage, like Bill Mantlo, who created Rocket Raccoon. He still owns a percentage of Rocket Raccoon, so he makes money off of Guardians of the Galaxy movies and toys and stuff. Yeah, it seems like they'd be rallying for that, and not for impeach Trump and, sanctuary cities or whatever weird shit they're trans bathrooms. But that's, yeah. Like, it seems like, like they loved Axel, even though Axel didn't, paid him shit and didn't really seem to care about the company or if they made money. And I don't know, man. I feel like they don't care about. They're more worried about their propaganda and their rhetoric than they are like putting out good product. Yeah, shoot a ream your ass, but that's what a boss should do. If you're getting paid good, then that's, and you're making, you're making money, the company's making money, that shit's got to come out on time. It's got to look good. The character's got to be protected. Yes, Shooter, the editor-in-chief has to ream ass. Has to. Shooter would. I'm telling you right now, dude, if they brought Shooter back, he would whip that place, and sure, they'd have about 800 lawsuits from when Shooter told Max Visaggio or Heather Antos to shut the fuck up and get to work. Yeah, I mean, they'd all be crying and looking for a safe space. They hired nut jobs. But yeah, there's always been nut jobs in comics, though. They just didn't work at Marvel or DC, They were just nut jobs. Nobody hired them. Stan Lee wasn't like, wow. If Stan Lee was the social justice warrior that these buttfuckers say he is, then Stan Lee would have hired fucking Robert Crumb. He would have been like, oh, I want to do Silver Surfer with Robert Crumb. No, he didn't do that. You know why? Because Stan Lee knew that Robert Crumb books weren't going to fucking make money. They were going to offend half his audience. And that's what you're doing. You just hired the Robert Crumbs and the weirdos with Asperger's and shit like that. That's what we got. It's just the weirdo population writing our books. And it sucks. We don't want them. They've always been in comics because anybody can do a comic. And of course you're going to get these weirdos who think they're creative. Just because you're a weirdo doesn't make you creative. Sorry to burst your freaking bubble. But I'm sorry. Just because you're a nut job, sexual deviant, doesn't make you freaking creative. It just doesn't. It just makes you a freak show sexual deviant. And I want to send out a warning here too, because there's a writer for Image, Michelle Perez, and she likes to get on Twitter and talk shit about us alt-right Nazis. I guess we're alt-right Nazis according to her. And she's a freak. Well, he just looks like a skinny little dude who decided to dress like a woman and pretend he's a woman. He's a freak show. And don't go to his Twitter page. Please don't do it because it is horrifying. How do they have porn on their Twitter pages? Like, it's so weird and bizarre to me. Like, how do they get porn on their Twitter pages? Like, who's posting? Like, should you be allowed to post that on your Twitter page? It's pretty freaky, man. And she posts, like, weird porn stuff all over there. Trans porn and shit. Don't go there. It is horrifying. Oh, my God, dude. I got a couple ridiculous tweets from her, dumbass. And then I got, oh, man. It's just, don't go there. Do not go. How can she do that? And this is where your Image wants to hire this? Oh, yeah. We got the new fecal fetish porn loving piece of shit here that we're gonna have drop out a new book from. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. The freak shows have took over. That's the problem. They've always been there. They had the freak shows. You don't think like this is the first time freaks? No, now this is the first time freaks have been told that they deserve everything. The freaks want the world. Well, guess what? You're freaks. You don't get the world because you couldn't run it. You're stupid. You're weird. You're crazy. You're nuts. Yeah. How kids are gonna... Yeah. So, Michelle Perez runs... Mike Perez here runs the world. Kids will be... Oh, yeah, let them watch fecal matter porn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'll make the world... our moral integrity will really be strong in this country. Oh, my God, yeah. I think it's time to bring back, what's his name, William Fredrickson, or the guy who wrote Seduction of the Innocent, man, and say, hey, man, we need a new comics code, man. There's a freak show going on in this world. Yeah, we need a new, I think, I thought it was cool when they got rid of the comics code. Now I'm like, I think you might want to bring that back, man. I can see why you guys had it. Yeah, most of this is Alonzo's fault, man. Digging around in the dirt for trash, and look what he got. And look what Image, man. Image just fell off too, man. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, the freaks have always been there. They just weren't mainstream companies, But it's coming, man. It's coming. What are you going to do? the world's gone apeshit nuts. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, they've always been there. The comics industry, especially, has always had the nut jobs. They just didn't hire them at Marvel. I'm sure there used to be weird dudes in dresses that come in and try to pass their art off to Stan or Jack or Shooter or any of them. They probably laughed their ass off and wouldn't hire them, you know? Because they were intelligent human beings. But yeah, we went crazy. Yeah, so we let the nuts, like, take over the world. Oh yeah, you want to write Captain America and make him gay and make him do them Nazis and oh yeah, anything you want, because God forbid I say no to you, because that would be transphobic or that would be sexist or homophobic or racist or yeah, it's stupid. But yeah, anyways, I just want to say, like, there's always been crazy people out there. They just didn't work at Marvel. That's what happened. They just actually just threw the door open and said, hey, let's go nuts. Fill it up. Let's fill up with nuts. And that's what we got. So, can CB Cebulski take him out? I don't know. I wish, but I have to say I doubt it. I really doubt it. I want him to take him out, but I don't see he's gonna. I think Marvel's gonna be a nut house for a while. And it's gonna suck. That's all I can say is Marvel's just be prepared for Marvel to continue to suck. I can't see it getting any much better. You know, they have a few hidden gems. Cable's great so far, but they're changing the team, so the writer and artist, so who knows what'll happen there. We'll get trans Cable or what. You never know with Marvel. Throw Matthew Rosenberg on another book and see if he can just totally change the character around like he did at Punisher. Man, yeah. He's on a 3-year deal, so yeah, they can't even get rid of him. Cebulski's stuck with that piece of crap, man. I would just make him the janitor if it was me. Well, we got you for a 3-year deal, and you can't write, so you're going to be my janitor. Yeah, that's what I'd do with Matthew Rosenberg. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. You know, you guys have a great day. Anything you guys want me to talk about or review about or anything, I'm doing daily videos, and it's kind of hard sometimes to come up with subjects and shit, so if you guys got some ideas, throw them out there to me, and I'll try to throw a video up on it. Anyways, you guys have a great day and enjoy the comics.